Hey guys, it's Orange. Welcome to another guild battle commentary. I'm going to explain why I picked the teams that I did for each round for you guys. For this first round, I'm thinking that I should be able to take first turn with my Megan because she's fairly fast. I'm going to boost up attack bar, and that will allow my two damage dealers to move because they're also both pretty fast. I'm just going to wipe out everything and win from the first turn. I just have to do a little bit of cleanup on the Juno here. I put Lagmaron in there because he's pretty much one of my few other damage dealers that I have. If I had something like Julie, she may have been a better choice. Wait, there was a Ritesh there actually, so Lagmaron's fine, and you guys can see I just win from the first turn. Just gonna clean up Juno here real quick. I thought about how fast Juno had to be to cut in between. She would have to be about plus 125 speed, which isn't unreasonable, but I think most Junos are probably under that. If you move up higher in ranks, maybe they'll cut in between, but for that match, I was safe. For this one here, I almost just died because my Ritesh was defense broken, so if Perna violent procced, I would have lost the match right there. The odds of that happening are about 7% because we have to do the odds that Orion defense breaks my Ritesh multiplied by the odds that Perna violent procs, and that's actually pretty high, I think, so if that happened to me, I'm the type of person who's just like, oh, whoa, whatever, the odds happened, I got screwed, I don't care. Thankfully, the Perna didn't violent proc though, so I will win the fight. I target Orion first because he's the one who can kill me because of his strip and defense break. My team composition worked out perfectly here. I generally just use my strongest monsters, and they have a Camilla and a Perna. The Camilla's going to be focusing Velajul, and the Perna's going to be focusing Ritesh, so just naturally, it just so happened, I just kind of got lucky that my team's elements are splitting up their damage, so they have no kill potential on me, really. Maybe if the Perna, or maybe if the Camilla gets my Velajul low, Perna might switch over, but my team did a great job of tanking. I have Ritesh built very tanky as well as Velajul. So I did take out Orion because he's the scariest member with that defense break, and he's the easiest to kill. Sometimes you have to do it that way and eliminate the easiest target first. That's why I went for Perna second, then Camilla last, because I just want to get those threats off the board and not let them have a lot of time to do a lot of damage to me. So here we are on the second fight. For this first round, I kind of made a mistake when I chose my team. I looked at that team and I'm like, hey, they don't have a healer. So I'm just going to bring a really tanky team and tank them out and just win that way because they have no heals coming out. But I didn't really notice that the Ritesh was there, sort of. I don't remember what happened, but Ritesh does put out some good heals, so I made a little bit of a mistake. Veramos here is not doing too much for my team, aside from cleansing, I guess, sort of, but Velajul also does that, and providing the leader skill. But the enemy team has a Velajul, which means that my Veramos won't really get off that many stomps, and Veramos' stomp is a huge part of his kit. So I probably could have picked something better instead of Veramos for this team, but this is just what I went with, and I was able to defeat him. I went for Orion first again because he's the one who can disrupt things by defense breaking me. Generally, people build their Orions really squishy because they try to get a ton of speed on them, and when people really focus on speed, they neglect the tanky stats. And my only damage dealer is Ritesh. That "and" was really weird that I just said. So my only damage dealer is Ritesh, and he's wind, so he's going to have a really easy time killing Orion, and those two factors together, Orion being squishy and Ritesh being my damage dealer, ended up being the proper choice to kill Orion first. And here I'm just cleaning everything up towards the end, and then we will move on to the second round. Okay, here we go. So for this one, again, I'm just going to take first turn. They don't have any attack bar boosters at all. My Megan is on a will set, just for Leos, and we see one right here. So he's not able to push me back because I have will runes on. So in a second here, I'm going to boost up and pretty much cleave everything. The best way to counter mollies is with multi-hits, so I do have my Lucian here for that. And then right here with my Lagmaron, I did get pretty lucky with that stun on Bella right there, because if I didn't land that stun, then she would have healed up and probably caused me some problems. Here, in a second, actually, we'll see kind of something funny happen. So I'm going to get rid of Bella just so she can't violent proc. Right there, I got really surprised by Leo's Torrent. I totally forgot about it, and he killed my Megan, and I'm like, whoa, how'd that happen? Oh yeah, he has that passive thing, doesn't he? So we won that one, and we will move on to the third round in a second here. So we do have a +6 rule, so I'm going to have to find one of these guys to hit. I'm just going to take a look around to find the most difficult one, because I had a pretty easy time with the first two matches, so you know, I have all my monsters, I didn't lose any, so I'm gonna try to, you know, help my guild out the most. I only choose fights that I think I have a strong chance of winning both rounds, because I think that helps my guild out the most, really. I will choose a draw or a loss if I think I'm gonna draw or lose it. Only if it's like the better choice to help my guild win the overall fight. What the hell is a gid? I don't know. Okay, so for this one, will runes do kind of screw me over. So I saw this and I'm like, why? Why are there will runes? For the first attack here, I'm going to pop the Theo. I think that's probably my best choice. And then right here, I am just praying that the Theo doesn't kill my Lagmaron, because that has happened a lot. So I got lucky and he didn't. And then here, I'm going to try to get some stuns and whatnot, but I didn't get any stuns. And I win from that point on. So I did get pretty lucky there, as well as in one of the previous rounds where the Perna did not violent proc on me. Here is the final round. This one worked out exactly like one of the ones before. Just naturally, my monster's elemental affiliation, I don't know what to call it, splits up the enemy's damage. The Camilla's going to be hitting Velajul, the Monkey's going to be hitting Ritesh, and both of my monsters are really tanky. They have no kill potential on me. Like I said earlier, maybe if Camilla gets Velajul low, then the Monkey might switch over to Velajul. That's just kind of how I've noticed that the AI works. So I hit the Monkey first because some people build their monkeys pretty squishy. And then in the middle of the fight, I switch over to Chloe because I wasn't sure if the Monkey had a revenge set or not. And I don't want to be letting the Monkey get free revenges on me. I don't want to let him get free damage on me. So I hit Chloe briefly, and then I noticed she was pretty squishy. So I'm going to kill her first, and then after that, I'm going to go for the Monkey because, again, he's a little bit easier to kill than Camilla. So this just, like, expedites the battle for me. And most of the time, this is the better choice to do. In Arena, I have a couple of Rush Hour videos. One of my Rush Hour videos was kind of weird, though. Like, I didn't do a commentary. But I have 2 recent Rush Hour videos that I will link down below to you guys, where this sort of tactic comes up. I use my Lucians to fight a lot of Pernas, Rena, Juno, and Camillas, and I've noticed that generally you kill the easiest to kill first and save the hardest to kill for last. I did that here as well, and I'm just going to finish up the Camilla, and that will be the fight. So I hope you guys enjoyed this commentary. Feel free to leave any questions or comments or whatever down below. I love hearing from you guys. I will catch you guys later.